And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live tonight from the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium as the 5-1 West Central Cougars play host to the 4-1 Pittsfield Sockies. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. A good matchup here this evening, a fantastic junior varsity game that just finished up moments ago, and both teams getting ready to take the court in preparation of tonight's contest. We'll talk more about it on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show following this timeout.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. As you start to wrap up your presents at Little Jess, we're ready to wrap up the year. What better way to show your love than by giving the gift of a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from Little Jess? During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, you can save up to $10,000 on a 24 Jeep Wagoneer with select competitive model. Get a new $60,000 2025 Ram Crew Cab Bighorn for just $49,325. Looking for a new Wrangler to get you through the snow? Drive one for just $499 per month. Season's greetings from Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Gobble gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank here to serve the entire region with the best in banking services close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The West Central Cougars 5-1, off to a good start as the reigning Class 1A state champions. Started off their season at the Beardstown tournament, beating Hartsburg Emden 89-33, Rushville 58-43, Minden 66-40, before losing in the championship game to Brown County 55-50. They've won back-to-back contests, a 40-point win over Western 75-35, and a win against Brown County last Friday, 63-39, a game the Cougars shot the lights out of it in the second half of that contest to pull away and avenge the early season loss. Pittsfield 4-1 on the season. They hosted their own tournament to start the year, beat Western 49-36, a 55-38 win over Camp Point Central. Defeated Liberty in the championship game of the tournament, 45-39. Fell to Minden Unity on the road a week ago today, 58-54. And beat Southeastern of Augusta 42-37 on Friday night. Both teams will be playing squads from the Sangamo Conference this Friday as Pittsfield plays host to Riverton, while West Central will welcome Pleasant Plains to the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. Glad you're alongside with us tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Brian Shoemaker also live for you from Liberty, as Liberty and Southeastern matching up this evening in high school boys basketball action. We hope you'll take in both contests tonight on Central Illinois Sports. We step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, back with more following these important messages.
Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Both teams out on the court warming up in preparation for tonight's matchup. 5-1 West Central, 4-1 Pittsfield in action this evening. We'll also have basketball action for you this Thursday live from Calhoun High School on the girls' side as Calhoun plays host to Pittsfield in a good matchup of two of the better teams in the area in the early part of the season. And then Friday evening, we'll be back at Voschel Gymnasium as the Sockies play host to the Riverton Hawks. JV game at 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. This West Central team getting to avenge that early season loss to Brown County, Jack, and did it pretty emphatically. A game that was a little closer at halftime, but West Central kind of blew it open in the second half and never looked back. And this is the team that obviously lost a lot of key parts to that team that won the state tournament a year ago, but guys that are hungry to kind of show that it's their time now.
Well, and they practiced against those very good kids before, and some of them played quite a bit. You know, Severs played a lot. You saw Riker Ford play a lot, and Nick Hamilton, and so pretty good core along with Carson Brown. Those guys are making their own, but to have Brown County lose a couple of games at home in about a week's time is kind of unusual, even though they're youngsters. West Central kind of went back with a little attitude after losing at Beardstown.
Pittsfield jumped out to an 18-4 lead against Southeastern, and then was never really smooth again after that for the Sockies. They hung on and won a game, 5-0 run to end the contest to win that game 52-47, and Brad Tomey was looking for more consistency on both ends out of his squad here in the early part of the year.
Well, one thing they're going to have to do, if they're going to shoot that many threes, they're going to have to start making more of them, because other than Bobby Harris making a couple in the third quarter, they were 1 for 11, and they just have not shot the three very well. They've been very aggressive on defense when the ball's on the floor and playing against the guards, but they need to body up to some people and take a few charges in the middle, or West Central will take advantage of the middle tonight.
Good crowd on hand here this evening at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. We'll step aside as they have the national anthem in the gymnasium. We'll have it for you live here on Central Illinois Sports with the United States Army Band and Choir. When we come back, a look at the Fireman Home Supply starting lineups next.
Believe it or not, we're now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. But if you still got gifts to buy from somebody, your local Farm Home Supply can help. Even though I talk fast in these commercials, even I can't cover all the deals that are in here. So if you look on the right side of your screen, some of the best deals are scrolling on. But you can always check them out at farmhomesupply.com. Hey, and get you in the holiday mood, here's some holiday music.
Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports. First of all, for the Pittsfield Sockies, Brad Tomhave's squad 4-1 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'10 junior. That's Hayden Gratton. At the second guard, the 5'10 junior Rigston Bonds. And the third guard is the 5'11 senior Carter Frazier. The leading scorer on the season, Taylor Graham, starts at the swing position. He's a 5'10 junior. And at forward is the 6'2 senior Clayton Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Graham, Frazier, Bonds, and Gratton for Pittsfield. For the West Central Cougars, Ryan Seasting's squad, 5-1. Here in the early part of the year, they'll start at a guard. He's a 5'9 senior, Cameron Severs. At a second guard, the 5'11 junior, Nick Hamilton. And the third guard for this squad is the 6' junior, Riker Ford. At a forward position, he's a 6'2 senior, Carson Brown. At the other forward is the 6'3 senior, Caden Meyer. Meyer, Brown, Ford, Hamilton and Sievers for West Central. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We tip it off from Winchester next.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
I'm attracted, I got to have it. It's like magic, I'm so dramatic. Call it classic, reach out and drop it. Super massive, feels like I'm no hello.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
West Central in the home white uniforms with the black numbers and silver trim. Pittsfield in the red uniforms on the road tonight with the black numbers and white trim. Just about ready for action here from Winchester, Illinois. The West Central Cougars have been a dominant force in the area for quite a while now and capped it off with a state championship a year ago in Class 1A. Hamilton will jump in the middle for West Central. Graham for Pittsfield. And the tip is up and controlled by the Sockies to start the evening. Man-to-man defense by the Cougars here to start tonight. Out top, Graham reverses it on the right wing over to Bonds. Gets it free to Frazier. Now to Graham. Skips to the corner. Quick pass back out to Bonds. Now Frazier just underway here in period number 1. Taylor Graham with a dribble drive. Kicks right side Bonds. Run him off the three-point line. He'll drive in. Leave it down low to Reinhardt. Reinhardt knifes his way across the lane. Missed the runner. And Carson Brown with the board for the Cougars. He'll get it to Sievers into the front court. Now Riker Ford. Back out top the Sievers. They'll set up against the man-to-man pressure of Pittsfield now. Meyer with it. Has the size advantage. Drives right in on Frazier. And in for 2. And West Central takes the early 2-0 lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
I was going to say, that's a tough matchup for Carter Frazier.
Grattan with it. Leaves it off to Bonds. Little pass and cut action by the Sockies on the offensive side. Now Grattan on the wing. Out top the Graham. He'll reverse, drive in, get to the window, and in for 2. Nice take to the rack by Graham, and the game is tied at 2 points apiece. Graham, the leading scorer on the season for the Sockies, put up 20-plus in each of his last games. Here's Sievers. Nice dish down low. Brown underneath. Turnaround shot no good. Rebound down to Graham for Pittsfield. He'll turn and trot it into the front court for the Sockies, looking to take their first lead of the evening. Grattan leaves it on the right side to Graham. Little duck and cover action that time from Carter Frazier. Now to Reinhardt on the block. He'll hand it back to Graham. Between the circles, Bond, 6:19 to play in the opening quarter and a 2-all score. Now Frazier on the drive. Passes to the corner. Grattan around the horn. They work it to Graham. Right back to Grattan on the wing. Good job by Sievers staying in front of him. Grattan a little one-hand pull-up, no good. Brown grabs his second board of the evening. Sievers dribble drive the other way. Nobody cuts him off, and he takes it all the way coast to coast for 2. Cameron Sievers has his first bucket, and West Central has the 4-2 lead.
Going to stop that guard penetration early.
Frazier with the ball, leaves it off to Grattan. On the right side, Graham has it poked away by Ford, but Graham's runs it down here in the front court. Frazier to Graham, right side Bonds. Pittsfield was 3 of 19 from 3 the other night. Have not attempted one from the arc so far. Here's Frazier with the basketball to Bonds. Now Graham to Grattan. 5:20 to play in the first. Taking a little time off the clock and looking for a good shot are the Sockies. Going to need a little more movement, though. West Central not having to really move much in their defensive stance. Here's Graham on the right wing for a 3 now, and he'll find the mark from behind the arc. Graham's got an early 5 for the Sockies and gives Pittsfield their first lead of the evening on the PCRE scoreboard. Hamilton with the basketball for the Cougars. Dribbles inside, now pulls it back out front. He'll get the screen from Brown. Tried the dribble drive in, kicks to the wing. Riker Ford 3 trying to answer, and it's good. Ford from the corner to make it 7-5 West Central. Right back on top. Riker Ford, a good player for this squad. Of course, his role increasing due to the graduation of some all-staters from last year's state championship team, but he's a guy who's up to the challenge. Here's Frazier, wild shot across the middle, no good. Ball batted out of bounds by the hand of Clayton Reinhardt. Dead ball allows Cameron, how about Connor Sweeting to check into the game, along with Bobby Harris sitting down Reinhardt and Frazier for the Sockies.
Tough matchup in the early going with Meyer and Brown down low. Saki's going to have to play big here.
Meyer has it out front. Hands it off to Sievers.
Sweeting, Garden, Brown. That's a tough matchup.
Brown was a really, really good football player this fall for this squad, too.
Tackled everybody.
Yeah, he did it all. Meyer, top of the key with Harris out to guard him. Now Sievers drives in against Graham, draws the contact, fouled, and will shoot 2 shots.
Taylor Graham picked up our first foul of the ball game, his first. Team first, 7-5, West Central, 3:49 left first quarter. And Cameron Sievers looks for more. He's got 2 points in the early going. The senior who played well in the state tournament. My goodness. First one up by him is around and good.
LSSD Trekking and 3D Leasing. Call the Dunhams and their professional team for all of your hauling needs at LSSD Trekking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808.
Biggest lead of 3, trying to add to that. 8-5 right now. Make it 9-5 as he gets a roller to go.
The crawler that time to make it a 9-5 Cougar advantage. Just under 4 minutes to play in the opening period. Graham with it for the Sockies. He's got all 5 of their points in the early part of this affair. Leaves it out to Bonds. Bonds on the spin move inside. Got the man off of his feet. Good take. Didn't finish. And Carson Brown with his 3rd board. Gets it to Sievers for the Cougars. He's looking to get free out top. Gets both feet in the paint. Good defense that time. Now Blaine Sidwell's pass to Brown. Brown going to muscle his way in. Off the window and in for 2. Cougars now up by 6 with 3:13 to play in the first. Graham on the drive trying to get free, and he'll get the answer the other way for the Sockies. Taylor Graham, all 7 for Pittsfield to start the night. Sievers now out of a double team. Passes batted around, stolen away by Bonds. Tries to dribble through traffic. It's a free ball and picked up by Graham. He'll kick to the wing. Here's Sweeting for a 3, and it's good. Connor Sweeting tickles the twine from 19-9 to cut the Cougar lead down to 1. Hamilton in the backcourt for West Central. Very versatile young man. Looks like he's got some growing to do yet. Puts up a left-hand runner, no good. Carson Brown is more aggressive than everybody to get this second chance for West Central. Here's Ford on the drive. Bumped around, no call. Rebound loose. Held ball. It'll be West Central basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
Brown and Bonds locked up there. Brown's going to sit down for a minute. Myers comes out of the game, and we see Carson Clevenger in for the first time with Sidwell, Hamilton, Meyer, and Sievers.
Pittsfield returned Frazier to the action as Bonds gets his first chair of the night. Inbounds pass out top to Meyer. They dared him to shoot it. He said, I might, but just not right now. To Sidwell, right side to Sievers. Sievers beats the man baseline, caught into a double team, and they'll say he's the last guy to touch it there. Could have been a block shot, could have been a held ball, but the referee says play on. It's out of bounds to Pittsfield with a chance to take the lead as they have it length of the court to go with 2:14 to play in the opening quarter.
2 lead changes in the ball game. West Central has this one right now.
Sweeting with it on the right side. Out top to the sharpshooter, Bob Harris. Here's a pass to Sweeting, back out on the perimeter, trying to get free of the long arms of the sophomore Blaine Sidwell. Graham now look for the back cut in Frazier. Frazier, good quick pass to Harris on the baseline, no good. Rebound to Hamilton. He'll push it into the front court, poked away by Frazier, stolen away by Harris on the second turnover of the evening by West Central. Sweeting with it on the right side, that's to Graham. Looks for the drive, now to Harris on the baseline. He'll pull it back out front to Frazier. Little screen and roll action to Graham. He's dialing long distance, no good. Rebound down to Bobby Harris. He hustled down for another rebound. He's doing his best Carson Brown impersonation for Pittsfield. Here's Sweeting down to Harris. Out top, Graham. Graham, a little rocker step drive to Sweeting, top of the key. Might have shoveled the feet, no call, with 1:09 to play in the first. Right side, Frazier. He'll knife inside. Leave it off to Graham. Had trouble with the catch. To Sweeting, left side, deep 3. Good again! Sweeting with the triple and gives Pittsfield the lead right back. Their biggest lead of the contest, this 2-point advantage with 50 ticks to play in the first. Entertaining game so far. Meyer has it in the front court for the Cougars. He'll try to drive and use that size advantage against Frazier, and Frazier will be called for the bump and foul here.
Going to shoot two, or is it on the floor? I think it's on the floor, is it not? Frazier will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team second. None on West Central, only 2 on Pittsfield with 42.6 seconds left in the quarter. 2 changes each way. Ford back in the game with Carson Brown for West Central. Riggs Bonds back in, and Reinhardt.
Inbounds pass to Ford in the corner for a 3. Good luck goes begging. Rebound down to Meyer on the offensive glass. Trying to back his way and hooks around the man. Runner up no good. Gets another board. Power dribble. Shot up. Fouled. And he'll shoot 2 shots.
2 offensive boards for Myers on that, though. And who is the foul on? It's on Carter Frazier again. That'll be his second. 3rd team foul. Shooting foul. 2 for 2 are the Cougars. 13-11. Saki's lead. 32.2 seconds left first quarter on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. First one up and good by Caden Myers.
Waters Concrete and Tim Waters. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Need some good minutes out of Reinhardt tonight with those big boys down there. Second one up by Myers, also good, and we're tied at 13.
Knotted up on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard with 30 seconds to play in the first. As Graham walks it up, he'll be guarded by Riker Ford. Pittsfield has the possession arrow. Do they want to hold for one shot and get the ball to start the second? It appears that might be the game plan here. Bonds looking to get free, needs to break the 5 count and does. As he's guarded by Clevenger, Bond drives to the baseline, pass inside to Reinhardt, got away with steps, ball was stripped and it's loose and stolen away by West Central. Half-court shot forward, good if it goes, it rims in and out as the buzzer sounds to signify the end of quarter number 1. After 1, it's West Central and Pittsfield knotted at 13. Back with second quarter action next.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
West Central and Pittsfield tied at 13 after the opening quarter. Pittsfield will have the ball to start the second, and Jack has a look at those first quarter shooting percentages.
West Central 5 of 10 from the field, 50%, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Pittsfield 5 of 12, shooting 44%, 3 of 5 from the arc, haven't shot a free throw. Pittsfield basketball knotted at 13.
Graham was 7, Sweeting was 6. That's the scoring for Pittsfield so far. As Sweeting has it out front, he, Graham, Grattan, Reinhardt, and Bonds, the 5 to start the second quarter for the Sakis. Here's Bonds with the baseline drive. Kicks it out to Graham. Good luck 3 is short, and the rebound down to Sievers. Sievers joined by Brown, Ford, along with Hamilton and Meyer. That's the way the Cougars started out the first quarter. As Sievers gets free, drives in a little finger roll off the window and in for 2, and West Central shoots themselves back into the lead, 15-13.
Not a lead change, though, I don't believe, right?
Yeah, Pittsfield led 13-11 at one point.
My mistake.
At top with it is Graham. He'll pass it down low to Reinhardt, and they're going to call him for a travel. Turnover on the Sakis as Reinhardt shuffled the feet, their second of the contest.
A lot of slapping going on there. Thought maybe there was a foul, but instead the turnover. 2 on each team in the second quarter here early.
Hamilton to bring it up for the Cougars. Surveys the floor in the half-court offense. Now steps back for a 3 as he's open, and no good as it rims off. And the rebound down to Hayden Grattan, his first of the ball game. Into the front court with it is Graham. He'll try to attack against Meyer. Out top to Bonds. Bonds with a fake and a drive. Back to Graham. He'll try to get 2 feet in the paint this time. Drives in, and held ball is going to be the call.
Ooh.
That'll be Cougar basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
I didn't see that one, Charlie.
7:01 to play in the half. 15-13 West Central back on the attack here. Sievers to Meyer. Takes the ball handoff. Ooh, Sievers wide open as the Sakis did not communicate well on the switch and screen that time. Sievers now with a quick launch for a three, no good. Bonds has the board for Pittsfield. Sakis wearing the Reds tonight, bringing it into the front court to Graham. Kicks it out to Sweeting. Sweeting more of a set shooter than a guy who's going to catch it on the run much, and as he puts up a little runner now, he does draw a foul on Carson Brown.
Brown's first foul on the Cougars in the ball game, comes with 6:30 left in the second quarter. It'll be Connor Sweeting to the free throw line. First free throws for Pittsfield of the night. 15-13 Cougars. First one up by Sweeting is good.
Grill and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Your headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Lots to choose from this holiday shopping season at Reels. 217-285-5013.
Second one rolls out. Sievers picks up the board. That's his second.
1 point Cougar lead as Sievers drives coast to coast. Drives in, shoots a layup, and Brad Tomei wants a timeout to talk to his Pittsfield Sakis. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll pause as well. 6:21 to play in the half. West Central leads Pittsfield 17-14.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
For high-speed internet that doesn't buffer no matter what life throws at you, it's Adams Fiber. They're local in providing the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. Out of the Pittsfield timeout, Sakis have the basketball, trailing West Central 17-14. Here's Harris out front for Pittsfield. Over to Graham. To Bonds on the left side. He'll try the dribble drive in. Get caught in the lane. Got to get out of there. Does so to Bonds, who catches, and then his foot just did not cooperate with the movement he wanted to do there. Called for traveling.
Yep, Harris caught and just got the feet tangled up. Third turnover on the Sakis. 17-14 Cougar lead. My mistake.
Cougar basketball in the backcourt. Hamilton brings it across. Off to Meyer. Looking down low for Brown. Not open. Now Ford gets a touch right side. Pass across the top to Hamilton. Brown really working hard for position underneath. Now to Ford. Drives to the baseline. Looks for Meyer. Meyer going to go to work. Ooh, hooked the man, but not called. Gets his own rebound on the miss. Out to Hamilton. Left side. Good look three. Bangs off the rim. No good. Rebound is off of Reinhardt and will be West Central basketball on the baseline.
A couple more offensive boards for West Central there as Pittsfield not boxing out. And when you got Riggs, Bond, and Carson Brown, that's got to be tough.
Pittsfield is, not tall. Here's Ford. Good luck three. It's short. West Central not shooting it well from the outside here in the early going. And Reinhardt gets the rebound for the Sakis. Into the front court comes Bonds with the basketball. Out top, Graham with the touch. He'll try the drive and get called for traveling. No, a foul going to be called here.
That'll be Riker Ford's first, second team foul of the quarter. Here comes Sievers back in. He will sit down Riker Ford. Quick guard play by West Central. Wow.
Graham to throw it in for Pittsfield underneath their own hoop. Gets it into, no one. Sievers knocks it out of bounds, and they'll do it again just in the same spot.
Caden Myers had a hold of everybody there and tried to pull them out of bounds. No call on the play.
Inbounds comes to Harris. Bonds around the horn to Grattan out front. Down to Harris. Bangs off the man. Shot too long. Rebound on the weak side. Down to Reinhardt, and he'll be called for the double dribble.
Good call. Came down, dribbled once, picked it up, and then dribbled again.
Here's Sweeting back in. Reinhardt will sit down. 5:07 to play in the half at a 17-14 West Central lead, looking to add on to that advantage on this possession. Hamilton running free into the front court. Bounces it down to Brown. Brown to the power dribble. Little hop off of 1 foot and in for 2. Carson Brown with a bucket. He's got 4. And it makes it a 19-14 5-point Cougar lead. Sweeting with it on the wing. Out top the Bonds. Gets to the free throw line. Now Graham. Graham on the dribble drive. Pulls up for a shot from there and finds the mark. Graham with 9 for the Sockies to stop the bleeding momentarily. Sievers wants to turn up the tempo a bit here as he brings it into the front court.
I thought Pittsfield's guards are quick, but West Central's guards are quick with the ball, are they not?
Sidwell out top to Carson Brown. Over to Hamilton. Works off of the screen here. Now picks it up. Hands it to Meyer. 4:19 to play in the half. Meyer going to try to play a little bully ball here. Gets it out to Sievers. Sievers on the drive. Runner up. Hangs in the air. Can't get it to go. Rebound down to Sweeting. He banged around down there, but able to secure the board.
Sweeting very aggressive that time.
Bonds to Harris on the baseline. Back to Graham. Under 4 minutes to play in this first half. Here's Graham for a 3, trying to tie it up, and does just like that. Taylor Graham from downtown. He's having a hot night for the Sockies. Tied at 19, second tie of the ball game. As Sievers has the ball knocked away, they'll say it was out of bounds and will be West Central basketball. Here's Ford back into the game. Meyer sits down for the Cougars.
Graham's got 12 of the 19. He's taking care of the offense.
Sievers will bring it up against the pressure of Hayden Cretton. The screen from Brown. Tries to turn the corner. Kicks to the wing and Ford. Ford on the dribble drive. Finds, his opponent. That's a turnover as Graham steps into the passing lane. Now he has to go down on the ground to get it. Ball knocked loose. I think it was last touched by Sweeting. No, they'll say Ford touched it last, and it will be Pittsfield basketball.
Tell you what, though, Connor Sweeting is really playing a much more aggressive game. He's usually a three-point shooter. He's playing a complete game night, playing pretty good defense on top of it.
3:20 to play in the half. Pittsfield trying to retake the lead after trailing by 5 just moments ago. Tough pass to Bonds. Now Sweeting has it near the center circle here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. Here's Bonds on the left side. Pulled into the parking lot tonight. I got out of my car. Somebody said, is this where they're playing the game tonight? It's the only gym I know of here that they play games in. Here's a pass that is going to find Bonds out front as the cutter had already moved and the pass was headed his way.
Ford really causing havoc.
Here's a little pick and roll action. Back to Bonds. Leans back, gets it to go. Rixton Bonds with his first bucket of the night to make it 21-19 Pittsfield, the 5th lead change of the ball game. 2:35 to play in the half. Sievers across for the Cougars. Brightly colored shoes for Cameron Sievers this year.
A lot of colors.
Hamilton on the right wing. He and Sidwell trying to work a little pick and roll action. Ball thrown up for grabs. Grabbed by Brown. Fouled by Harris and 2 shots for Carson Brown.
Bobby Harris will pick up the foul, his first team foul in the Sockies in the second quarter. Carson Brown goes to the free throw line. West Central 4 for 4 from there. 21-19 Pittsfield. 2:20 left in the half. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Brown's first is good.
McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. A great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. Keep them out of the weather this winter with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Brown second, good. 6 for 6 is West Central from the free throw line.
And we get a timeout of the Adams Fiber timeout. 2:20 to play in the half. Then the game is tied at 21.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
2:20 to play in the half, coming out of the timeout taken by West Central, their first of the night. Our friends at Adams Fiber, our timeout sponsor on Central Illinois Sports. Follow thefiber.net. Great deals going on right now with Adams Fiber. 21-all the score, 2:20 to play in the half, and Pittsfield will have the basketball as West Central will try a little full-court man-to-man pressure. It's going to get close to a steal. Now Clevenger does get the steal. He'll leave it to Brown, knifing the lane. Shot blocked, rebound down to Brown. Shot fake and a score for Carson Brown, and the Cougars retake the lead.
He's got 8.
Graham with the basketball in the backcourt to Gretton. Also, Jaron Lawson is checked in for Pittsfield. They get him the ball in the middle of the court. Finds Gretton. Over to Sweeting, left wing. Bad pass stolen away by Ford. Riker Ford with the swipe and the two. And the Cougars come out of the timeout with a little more energy. They take a 4-point lead, 25-21. Now Brad Tomei wants a timeout as Lawson was caught in a double team in the backcourt. 1:46 to play in the half on the Adams Network timeout. 25-21 West Central up by 4.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Timeout taken by Pittsfield to avoid the possible turnover in the backcourt. They'll have the ball length of the court to go. 1:46 to play in the half. Trailing West Central 25-21. Cougars on a nice little run here. Have regained the momentum a bit.
Well, the defense caused the offense on both of those turnovers.
A bounce pass to Harris. Now Graham. Graham will get it to Bonds in the middle of the court. Grattan as they break the pressure from West Central. 1:37 to play in the half. Graham with it. He's got a dozen for Pittsfield in this first half of play. And now Connor Sweeting looked for a man who had started to cut. He thought he was still going to be there when he threw that ball, and it's a turnover against Pittsfield. Gives it right back to the Cougars.
7th turnover, 4 in the quarter.
West Central trying to take advantage of the misfortune of the Sockies right here. Sievers walks it across, gets it out top to Brown. To Clevenger, Carson Clevenger, the 5'9" junior, up to Sidwell for three, and he nails it from downtown. Playing Sidwell, the sophomore, with the three, and West Central has their biggest lead of the ball game, this 7-point advantage. Just over a minute to play in the first half. Bonds and Graham in the backcourt. Got to hurry here. They do get it across to Harris. Out of a double team, they find Graham. Graham drives inside. Long step in, gets it to go. Nice take to the hoop by Taylor Graham.
14 for him, but they need others involved if they're going to catch up with the Cougars.
Sievers will bring it into the front court for West Central. Cougars want to keep this frantic pace going. Carson Brown right by Harris. High glass, count the basket, and he'll have an and one opportunity here.
10 for Brown, 30-23. Foul the other way goes against Harris. It'll be his second team foul. The and one for Carson Brown. 7-point lead, 30-23 with 40 seconds left in the quarter, and Brown misses it. Rebound off to Taylor Graham.
Lead stays at 7 with 35 seconds to play in the half as Bonds nearly loses his footing in the backcourt. Brings it across to Grattan. Now Sweeting on the wing. Bonds gets it back in the corner to Graham out top. Ford trying to muscle up on him a bit here. Graham drives in, hangs it there, gets it to go for another two.
16.
Having a night is Taylor Graham. Pittsfield looking for a stop here. West Central trying to beat a buzzer with 10 seconds to play in the half. As Sievers is knocked from his feet, it's a scramble for it. Bodies all over the floor, stolen away. Graham into the front court. He'll take the dribble drive in to the window. No good. Rebound. Harris could not secure it. And we head to halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the West Central Cougars hold a 30-25 lead over the Pittsfield Sockies. Halftime stats and more your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. As you start to wrap up your presents at Little Jess, we're ready to wrap up the year. What better way to show your love than by giving the gift of a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from Little Jess? During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, you can save up to $10,000 on a 24 Jeep Wagoneer with select competitive model. Get a new $60,000 2025 Ram Crew Cab Bighorn for just $49,325. Looking for a new Wrangler to get you through the snow? Drive one for just $499 per month. Season's greetings from Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community, serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival. Play some disc golf on our new championship course. Spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. The West Central Cougars leading the Pittsfield Sockies 30-25 here at the break. Our halftime stats are brought to you in part by Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Call Damon 217-285-4404.
13-12, it was Pittsfield with the lead after, or no, 13-13 at the end of the first quarter, I should say. 30-25 West Central here at half. Tied at 2, 13, 19, and 21. 6 lead changes in the ball game. 4 turnovers for West Central. 7 on the Sockies, and 4 of those came in the second quarter. Foul situation, just 1 on Riker Ford and 1 on Carson Brown for West Central. 2 on Bobby Harris, 2 on Carter Frazier, a single foul on Taylor Graham. And West Central with a 30-25 lead here at halftime. We'll have shooting percentages, individual scoring, and more coming your way on the Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram halftime show after these. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business, sugar and smoke. It's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
At Farmer State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmer State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmer State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, 30-25, the advantage for the West Central Cougars on top of the Pittsfield Sockies. Little Jess, 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com.
West Central, 12 of 24 from the field, 50%, 2 of 7 from the arc, 28%, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, right around 88%. Pittsfield, 10 of 21, 46%, 4 of 7, that is 54%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Advantage West Central by 5, and those 5 are 5 of 6 of them are from the free throw line, I should tell you. West Central led in scoring by Carson Brown with 10 points in the first half. Caden Meyer had 4. 5 points from Riker Ford, 8 points from Cameron Seaver driving inside. Taylor Graham on the other side, 16 points, 7 from Connor Sweeting, and 2 from Riggs Bonds. And it's a 30-25 West Central lead at halftime here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. We'll take a break. Second half play-by-play comes your way on Central Illinois Sports on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Meet water's bubblier and more energetic best friend, Bubbler.
Say cheese.
With antioxidants, natural caffeine, and 0 grams of sugar, Bubbler has benefits in each bubble.
Ready for second half action. Pittsfield will have the basketball with the possession arrow to start the second half. Cougars on the court have Brown, Meyer, Ford, Hamilton, and Sievers. Pittsfield counters with Graham, Reinhardt, Grattan, Bonds, and Frazier, just like both teams started the contest before the opening tip. Ready to roll here in quarter number 3. West Central with a good flourish down the stretch of the first half to take this 5-point lead into the break. Graham with it for the Sockey's. He had a big first half. Now he's got the ball knocked away and a turnover on Pittsfield. They're 8th. Into the front court. Turn right back over as Frazier gets the steal. Feeds Graham into the front court. He'll drive it against Meyer. Leans back. Can't get it to go. Rebound down to Reinhardt. His turnaround shot is up and good. Reinhardt with the bucket. And puts Pittsfield on the board first in this third quarter. Seavers with the basketball to Brown into the front court. Left side, Hamilton. He'll work the pass top of the key to Meyer. Deep in the corner, it goes to Ford. Ford to Brown. He'll help facilitate things out there. Very versatile player is Carson Brown. Played a lot of varsity basketball. Pass on the right side, Ford to Hamilton. Extra pass. Pays off for the Cougars with the 3.
Just going to say Brown, really a smart player out there on the floor.
Back to that 6-point West Central lead a minute into this third quarter on the PCRE scoreboard. Frazier with it out top to Graham. On the right side, Grattan. If you were Coach Seasting, you said to your guys at halftime, let's stop Graham and make somebody else beat you for a while.
When he's had Ford on him, it's been tougher for him.
With it is Frazier now to Graham. Little change of pace. He'll try a step back from the free throw line, no good. And Carson Brown with another rebound for the Cougars.
He's got 7.
Seavers into the front court, finds Ford. Thought about the 3. Little jab step, now he'll give it to Meyer. Meyer to Brown out front. Works the ball on the dribble drive and is bumped and fouled by Bonds.
Bonds picks up the foul. It'll be his first team foul of the third quarter. Carson Brown and Cameron Seaver just taking it right to the hole. Hamilton
to inbound. Around the horn, Hamilton gets it back on the left wing. He'll leave it out top to Ford. Cougars have a 6-point lead and the basketball here in their home gymnasium. Here's a ball kicked now by Reinhardt. West Central will be right back here on Friday night as they play host to Pleasant Plains.
Their 2 losses last year in the regular season, Pittsfield and Plains, right?
Back-to-back days, or games, not days, but a couple days apart.
Missing some people, but that happens.
Here's a drive by Ford to Hamilton right side. He can't get it to go, and the rebound is tipped around, comes down to Carson Brown. Got the man off of his feet, might have been fouled, no call. And the rebound to Graham for the Sockey's. He'll work it into the front court to Bonds on the left wing. Bonds on the drive against Hamilton. Top of the key, Frazier. Leaves it back to Bonds. Nearly runs into his own man. Now Grattan, left side, Frazier. He'll try the drive in, kicks it out to Bonds for a 3, and it's no good. A rebound to Ford for the Cougars. Then as the ball poked away by Frazier, it's a battle for it on the court, and it will be West Central basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
No turnover, 5:28 left third quarter. 6-point lead for the Cougars and the basketball.
Meyer to inbound to the backcourt, gets it to Seavers. He'll work up against Bonds in the man-to-man pressure. Here's a pass to Meyer. Look back door. Hamilton wide open to the window for 2.
5 for him now, all in the second half.
And West Central ties their biggest lead of the contest, this 8-point advantage. Grattan on the drive, kicks to Bonds. He'll try another 3-point shot. This time he rattles it home for Rigston Bonds.
He's got 5.
And now a ball thrown away by the Cougars. A turnover here after the made 3. Ryan Seasting doesn't like that. He'll bring Carson Clevenger into the game. He'll sit Hamilton down. Pittsfield returns Sweeting to the action, replacing Carter Frazier. Also into the contest for the first time for West Central is the 6'4" sophomore Gabe Howard. .457 to play in the third. Inbounds pass comes to Reinhardt. And they'll say he travels. Turnover on the Sockey's, their 9th.
All you could hope for is a jump ball there. If not, you're going to get the travel, right?
Inbounds comes to Clevenger in the backcourt. He'll let him clear out and work his way up against Bonds. Now the double team comes his way. Across to Meyer. Meyer with the ball fake. Throws it deep into the corner, and good effort by Seavers, but he's unable to reel it in.
Seavers went head first into the wall there, luckily slowed down with the sweaty body. He'll come out of the game. Sidwell back in.
Receivers punch the floor in frustration. What you find out is that floor is pretty solid.
It doesn't give much. I've seen
doesn't.
people punch the ground too, and you might break a hand. You got to be careful.
4:37 to play in the third. Reinhardt with it at the elbow for the Sockies. Leaves it out top to Sweeting. Sweeting will shovel it to Bonds. Pittsfield down by 5. But on the attack here, as Grattan tries to get free, drives it against Howard. Throws the ball up for grabs. It's taken by Sweeting. Back to Grattan. Looking down low to Reinhardt. Tough place to try to put it, and a turnover on Pittsfield. They're in double digits with that category now. Into the front court. The ball finds Riker Ford. He'll drive the baseline. Cut off there. They'll feed the big fella. And Howard, his fadeaway shot no good. Rebound batted around, but grabbed by Taylor Graham.
5 for him on the boards.
He'll bring it into the front court. Attack down low. Spin move. Graham. Looked like a block by Howard, but they'll say maybe somebody got a hand in on the other side. No, they'll say Howard got him with the body.
Howard picks up his first team foul of the third quarter, third on the Cougars tonight. Free throws, number 3 and 4 for Pittsfield. They're 1 for 2 from there, 35-30. Graham looking to add his total at the 3:55 mark, and he's short with the first.
Bowlers Universe, come on and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. They have the Queen of Hearts drawing tomorrow night with a drawing at 8 o'clock. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10. Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. Great specials each day at Bowlers Universe.
Graham's used a lot of energy to score the points, but now can't get either free throw to fall. Carter Frazier tips it around, but it comes away to Myers.
Cougars maintain the 5-point advantage and have the basketball back in their possession now as Clevenger has it on the bounce. To Meyer. Tries to drive his way in, lost his footing, and he is saved by the timeout for Ryan Seasting. On the Adams Network timeout, 3:37 to play in the third. It's West Central 35, Pittsfield 30.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
3:37 to play in the third following the timeout taken by West Central. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. It'll be Cougar basketball as Caden Meyer had sprawled to the court, trying to keep the ball alive, and his coach Ryan Seasting helped him out a bit with the timeout. Clevenger to throw it in. Out top to Meyer. Sidwell pounce in the paint to Brown. Turnaround shot no good as he left it short. And the rebound down to Graham for Pittsfield, his 6th. He'll push it into the front court and lose it out of bounds. Last touch by Graham, and a turnover on the Sockies is their 11th.
4 in the quarter. 3:25 left third quarter, 35-30, and we've kind of gotten a lull in scoring here for a little bit.
Clevenger works it toward the half-court line against Bonds, trying to pester him in the man-to-man. Out to Brown in the corner, Ford. Ford on the drive, back to Brown. Brown from 15, good. Carson Brown with another 2. He's got a dozen and makes it 37-30 on the PCRE scoreboard. 3 minutes to play in the third. Here's Graham trying to have a 3, and he'll knock it down from the left wing. Have a night, Taylor Graham.
19.
Only 19, but still a lot of game left in this one. 2:49 to play. Ford with it here in the third period. Turns the corner, gets downhill, runner-up no good, and on the rebound, a foul against Caden Meyer, I believe, will be the call here.
You're right. Yep, Caden Meyer will pick up the foul, be his first, just the second team foul, 4th of the ball game, 4 people with a single foul apiece. Pittsfield has a couple of fouls on Carter Frazier and 2 on Bobby Harris.
Been a pretty clean game as far as fouling goes.
Yep, not many calls.
I don't think there's anybody in here complaining too much about that. Well, I mean, they're complaining, but let's be honest. They do that every time. Here's Grattan now trying for a 3, and he'll rattle it home, and Pittsfield's pulled this to a 1-point game. 37-36 on the first 3 of the night for Hayden Grattan. Here's a ball now knocked loose off Brown, run down by Bonds. He is accosted from behind, or they'll call it a jump ball, and Pittsfield will get it on the alternating possession arrow.
Second jump ball by that official of the night, and both of them were interesting. I'll be darned. 2:13 left third quarter, 37-36 West Central.
Sievers and Hamilton back in for the Cougars. Frazier is back for the Sockies. 2:13 to play in the third. Pittsfield down by 1 after trailing by 8. Here's a pass back door to Graham. Leans up, can't get it to go. I think he kind of thought there might have been more contact coming, and it never did. And the Cougars back on the prowl.
Brown with 9 boards now.
Little pick and roll action right to Carson Brown. Up and under and in for 2. What a pretty play by the Cougars there.
14 for him now.
Lead back to 3 for West Central. Harris with it. Out front to Frazier. He'll put it on the deck a couple of times. Get it to Bonds. Back out Harris for the Sockies. Takes a single bounce of it. Harris made those pair of 3-pointers on a Friday, and now he's going to try to make me look really good. And sorry, Bobby. Now you're going to get it, Bobby. Into the front court. Sievers on the run. Has a knocked away from behind. Last touch by Grattan as he goes into the end line. And it'll be Cougar basketball. Hamilton to inbound for West Central. He says, Coach, what do you want to run? He says, give him the old number 1. Out top to Meyer. He'll turn and face against Harris. Lob pass down low. Help side man was late, and Carson Brown will put him in bunches if Pittsfield doesn't rotate quicker than that. Makes it 41-36, 1:10 to play in the third.
6 points in the second half for Carson Brown all in this quarter.
And a little 4-0 run by West Central after Pittsfield had cut it to a 37-36 score. A minute to play in the third. Frazier with the basketball. He might have got away with the extra step. Out to Bonds. Ball tipped, run down by Frazier. Has it out top. Is really trying to blanket Graham now to make him earn everything. He's got 19 of Pittsfield's 36. I think that would open some things up for someone else on a driving lane. Here's Bonds off of the screen from Graham to Grattan on the wing with 30 seconds to play in the third. Over to Frazier. Tries the drive, kicks it out to Harris. Out top Bonds with 20 ticks to play in the third. Backs his way in to Harris, right side 3, no good. Sievers has the rebound for the Cougars. Keeps it alive to Meyer. Meyer lets Sievers cross with 9 seconds to play. Cougars with a 2-for-1 as they'll get the ball to start the fourth. Here's Sievers on a drive, gets to the window, and is called for traveling, the official tells us. So a turnover on West Central is their 7th with 3.7 seconds to play in the third. Connor Sweeting will check in for Pittsfield. Sits down Harris, Sidwell, and Clavenger in as they'll let the Redheads play for the last 3.7 seconds of this third quarter for West Central. Hayden Grattan gets it into Graham. 3, 2, tries to throw it to Frazier. He'll turn around. It's good if it goes, and it's off the window and no good, and we head to the fourth. West Central 41, Pittsfield 36. Fourth quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
West Central enjoys the 41-36 lead after 3 quarters. Cougars will have the basketball to start the fourth, and Jack's got a look at shooting percentages for both squads after 3.
West Central staying at 50%, 17 of 34, 3 of 9 from New York, 33%, still 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Pittsfield 14 of 32, were 4 of 11 in that quarter, 7 of 13 from the arc.
Cougars with the basketball. Sievers, Brown, Ford, Meyer, and Hamilton, their original starters. Meyer with it on the wing, leaves it out between the circles. Hamilton, now Brown, who's had another nice night. 16 for Carson Brown. He's trying to get open in the post. He's a hard worker, is Carson Brown. Here's Sievers on a drive. Runner across the middle and up and in for two. Cameron Sievers.
Give him 10.
43-36. Cougars have led by as many as 8. Right now a 7-point lead. Pittsfield has Sweeting, Frazier, Bonds, Grattan, and Graham as Frazier drives in. Shot up is good as they'll count the basket. As Saki's got a friendly bounce, and Carter Frazier goes to the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Looks like Meyer's going to pick up the foul, his second first-team foul. Carter Frazier with his first 2 points of the night. The and one could make this a 4-point game, 43-38. Free throw good, 43-39, 7:23 left. Big points.
Sievers in the backcourt for West Central. Waits for the double team to come his way, gets it out of his hands in a hurry to Meyer, finds Ford, knifing to the window and in for two.
First 2 of the second half, 7 in the ball game for Riker.
Really balanced scoring for this West Central squad tonight. With just over 7 minutes to play, they lead by 6. Here's Bonds in the paint, shot up no good as he left it short. Rebound down to Caden Meyer for the West Central Cougars. Sievers with it for the home squad. Off to Meyer, now to Ford on the wing. He'll try the dribble drive, beats everybody to the window. Shot no good. Rebound, Ford gets it back. He'll put it up and in for two. And West Central has tied their biggest lead of the ball game, this 8-point lead, 47-39, as Pittsfield wants the timeout. On the Adams Fiber timeout, 6:37 to play in the contest. Riker Ford with the rebound and putback for West Central to put them up by 8.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
6:37 to play. Timeout was taken by Pittsfield. They find themselves down by their largest deficit of the night. An 8-point lead. West Central with a nice putback by Riker Ford. 8 rebounds on the offensive side for the Cougars on the night. And they have grown the lead back out to 8. Grattan brings it into the front court for the Sakis. To Bonds, now right side Frazier. They leave him alone for 3. He'll put it up, and it was off the mark, and the rebound down to Hamilton. Sievers wants to push into the front court for the Cougars. Leaves it to Brown. Back out to Hamilton. Still a lot of time left in this game. It'll either get closer or farther apart. Right now it's a missed shot by Carson Brown, and the rebound down to Reinhardt. Off to Bonds. Into the front court, Grattan fakes the 3, drives, little runner up with the right hand, good. Grattan with another 2. Give him 5 on the night, makes it 47-41. Sievers will try to find Meyer. He saves it inbounds to Ford. What a hustle play by Caden Meyer. Now he gets it back to Ford on the right wing. This is Caden, comes out of screen. Out top to Brown. Over to Hamilton for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound round and down to Graham. Then he is tied up with Carson Brown, and it'll be a held ball. It will be Pittsfield basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
That's a lot of contact, kids, on both sides. A lot of contact.
47-41 the score with 5:31 to play. Grattan brings it up for the Sakis. Gives it to Bonds. Looks for the opening. Now they're trying to get Graham free, and Ford is blanketing him on the defensive side. Now they'll get it to Taylor Graham. He'll cross over. Kick to the wing in Bonds. Bonds on the baseline drive. Left it short. on the shot. Rebound down to Meyer. To Hamilton, back to Meyer. Pressured there to Hamilton. He'll bring it across the 10-second stripe. 5 minutes to play in this one. Sievers left side, left alone for 3, no good. Rebound, Carson Brown, 9th offensive rebound for the Cougars. Sievers 3, no good. Rebound this time to Bonds, and Sievers called for the foul.
Sievers picks up his second team foul of the quarter. Bonds picks up his second board of the night. We've seen it get physical here in this gymnasium in the fourth quarter of a lot of games over the years. Just the way it is. 47-41, a 6-point lead. Pittsfield on the attack.
Grattan will hand it off to Frazier. Off to Bonds. Looks for an opening in Reinhardt. Back to Bonds. Top of the key, Frazier to Grattan. Bonds on the run to Frazier. Hands it off to Graham. Graham with a jump stop and another 2. Taylor Graham in 20-plus point territory tonight.
21.
And brings the Sockies to within 4. 4:15 left on the PCRE scoreboard.
Good ball game.
Sievers with it. Leaves it out front to Meyer. Ball handoff goes to Hamilton. Hamilton turns the corner, runs into Reinhardt, and Reinhardt called for the bump.
Reinhardt will pick up his first team foul on the Sockies in the fourth quarter. 2 on West Central, 1 on Pittsfield. Into the game is Carson Clevenger. He's going to take Hamilton out of the game.
Cougars underneath their own hoop. Clevenger to inbound to the corner. That's to Sievers. Works a little pick and roll action here. Brown to Ford on the right wing. Looking for Brown. Ball batted away by Grattan. Tries to save it in and runs out of room on the baseline.
Grattan guarding Brown and then makes almost a steal play there.
3:50 left.
Gives up a player to him. Not that much size.
Pass to Sievers in the corner. Looking for Meyer down low. Bumps off the man and still scores.
That's 6.
Meyer with a nice finish right around the rim, and the Cougars lead by 6 with 3 minutes 35 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Might need Sweeting in there to hit a 3 for you.
Here's Grattan on the right wing. Works the dribble drive, finds Graham. Graham back out to Grattan. Brad Tomei trying to get a little more motion out of his team on the offensive side. Now to Grattan, left side 3. It's an air ball. Rebound though down to Taylor Graham. He'll put up a turnaround shot. It is no good as it rims in and out. But he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul on Reichert Ford, his second. Team foul number 3. Graham with 21 on the night. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 49-43. West Central with the lead. 3:11 left. First one up by the lefty is short.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday like you can tomorrow on a newsstand near you or online.
Second one up, adjustment made. 22 for Graham now.
49-44 the score. 3:08 left. Meyer with the basketball, guarded by Frazier. Trying to get around the man, hands it off to Ford. Top of the key, Clevenger to Meyer, looking in the post. Ooh, they had Brown, the guy they wanted guarding him, he had the full head height advantage. Ford with it on the dribble drive, tries to go to Brown, and it's a bullet pass between his hands and out of bounds. A turnover, the 8th by West Central. 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in a 49-44 contest, and we get a timeout taken by Ryan Seasting and the West Central Cougars on the Adams Fiber timeout. 2:42 to play. Cougars lead Pittsfield by 5.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
At Farmer State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmer State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmer State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
2:42 to play as West Central calls the timeout of the Adams Fiber timeout. For the best internet around, it's Adams Fiber. Allthefiber.net. Pittsfield basketball and the backcourt. Trailing West Central by 5 with 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. As Bonds brings it into the front court for the Sockies. Off to Reinhardt. Hands it to Grattan. In the corner, Frazier with a touch. Gives it up to Bonds. Bonds trying to get free with it. Back to Frazier in the corner. To Grattan up top. To Bonds, who has hit a 3 tonight. He'll try to drive his way in. Now meets a double team and throws it into the corner. Grattan, a good look for a 3. It's off the mark. And Meyer grabs the rebound. And then hangs on.
Give him 7 of those tonight.
Gets it to Sievers with just over 2 minutes remaining. West Central, good defensive stop. Clevenger with it for the Cougars. Out to Meyer. Caden Meyer hands it to Ford. As the Cougars can afford to be patient here. Pittsfield with just 1 foul in the quarter, so they could be a little more physical here, knowing that they could probably are going to need to get some fouls. As Brown has it with 1:40 to play. Off it goes to Meyer. Meyer has picked it up to Sievers. Sievers turns the corner and is fouled on the floor.
Thought Pittsfield might foul a little earlier than that. That'll go against Reinhardt, his second. This is second team foul with just 1:31 left.
Definitely allowed the Cougars to take some time off the clock there by not fouling earlier.
Cougars were 6 of 7 from the free throw line all in the first half.
Sievers to inbound, gets it to Clevenger. He will work off the screen from Meyer. Now Reinhardt will put both hands on him and be called for the foul.
His third, team third.
1:22 remaining. West Central leads by 5. Here comes Bobby Harris back into the game. He'll sit down Reinhardt. On the other side, Hamilton returns as he'll replace Clevenger for West Central. Out of bounds on the sideline. Caden Meyer to trigger for the Cougars. Gets it to Hamilton. He'll dribble at top of the key, off to Brown. Leaves it to Ford, a little pick and roll action. Ooh, Brown had his man buried under the basket, but instead they throw it out top, and Bonds called for the reach-in foul.
His second, team fourth. Free throws after this with just 1:12 left. You're down by 5, and a team's made 6 out of 7. Steal first.
Inbounds pass comes in the backcourt to Sievers. He'll bring it up against Grattan here. Just over a minute to play. Sievers out of a double team to Meyer. And they will foul Meyer with 1:01 to play, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Frazier picks up his third. Meyer goes to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 from there. 6 points on the night, 49-44, 1:01 left. Caden Meyer, who played a lot of varsity basketball last year on that state championship team. Very valuable in those 2 games in Champaign. The senior, first one up, is no good.
Located on the north end of Pittsfield, it's McCartney Storage, a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. With affordable monthly rates, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Sweeting back in. Meyer with the second one, trying to make this a 6-point game, and he does.
50-44 the score, with a minute to play. Graham into the front court. He's had the big night for the Sockies. But will it be enough? They're down by 6 with 50 seconds left. Sweeting with the basketball. Gets it off to Bonds. Bonds trying to find an opening. Off to Taylor Graham. Graham on the dribble drive. Picks it up, puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Meyer. He'll be fouled by Harris with 37.4 seconds left, and Meyer back to the free throw line for a pair.
Harris's third. Caden Meyer back to the free throw line where he's 3 for 4 from there, has 7 points. 50-44 could make this a 3-possession ball game. 37.4 seconds left. They're asking, why does anybody need to be on the line? Well, first 2 guys have to be there, right? I think so. Caden Meyer will shoot the pair with 37.4 seconds left and makes the first.
Reelmet and Twine, just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see the reels or call 217-285-5013.
Senior up with a second, makes them both. Big night for him. He's got 9.
Makes it a 52-44 Cougar lead as Graham has it on the right side. Long 3 is no good off the rim. Rebound down to Carson Brown. Gets it to Sievers. He'll be fouled by Sweeting with 25.6 seconds to play.
Brown with 11 boards on the night and 16 points.
He's just as steady as they come as Carson Brown.
Riker Ford goes to the free throw line. He's got 9, could be the 3rd man in double figures with one of these 2 free throws. Oh, my mistake, that's Sievers. He's got 10 already in double figures. First one is up and good. Makes it 53-44. Sakis with the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll tell you more when we come back after these.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Grinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
25.6 seconds to play following the Pittsfield timeout. They have 1 remaining in the contest. West Central's Cameron Sievers to the free throw line, shooting the second of a 2-shot foul with his squad leading by 9.
1 free throw. These are the defending state champions. We talked about that with Camp Point Central in football. These guys in basketball. Second one up by Sievers. He's got 12.
It's quite the year for the WIBC last year, wasn't it?
Biggest lead right now.
Here is Sweeting. He looks to get free. Can't do so. Now to Graham. Graham will leave it off to Sweeting at the volleyball line. Closing out hard was Brown, and he's going to foul him. And will it be a 2 or a 3? I think his foot was on the line, so I think it'll be a 2-point shot. But the official tells us it is a 2-point shot.
2.
Just like I thought.
Yep. Sweeting has 7 on the night. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 54-44, 12.4 seconds left. Just looking for the final. First one up by Sweeting is good.
Pittsfield back in action on Friday at home against a good Riverton squad. And West Central plays host to Pleasant Plains here on Friday night.
Second one up by Sweeting, also good. 9 for him.
54-46 as Sweeting sits down. And bounce pass to Clevenger in the backcourt. Pittsfield will foul him with 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left. Harris with a foul. That'll be his 4th, I do believe. And free throws now for Carson Clevenger. 11 of 13 is West Central on the night. Clevenger looking for his first points. First one's up, in, out, and back in again. 55-46. Good job from the free throw line by the Cougars. Second one up, also good.
56-46 with 10 seconds left. Frazier into the front court for the Sakis. He'll put up a jump shot. It is good as he connects, but it's not going to change the outcome of this one as West Central moves to 6-1 on the season. Pittsfield drops to 4-2 as the Cougars win the ball game 56-48 We're back on the Logan Ag postgame show with final stats and more next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag postgame show. 56-48, the final in this one as West Central defeats Pittsfield. They'll move to 6-1 on the season. Pittsfield drops to 4-2 with locations in Griggsville and Winchester in Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris, Missouri. It's Logan Agri-Service Incorporated, 217-833-2375. Call Ed and the gang for all of your agricultural needs. Well, Jack, a close contest in the first half. West Central came out a little more their pace in the second half of play. They make the free throws down the stretch and get their sixth victory of the season.
Tied at 2, 13, 19, and 21. 6 lead changes in the ball game for the two teams. Pittsfield turned it over 8 times in the night. Pittsfield turned it over 11 times. West Central 8 times on the night. Nobody fouled out. West Central 21 of 43, 49%, 3 of 12 from the three-point line, 25%, 13 of 15 from the free throw line, 87%. Carson Brown, 16 points, 11 boards, solid as a rock. Cameron Seaver had 12 points in the night, added 4 boards. Nick Hamilton had 5 points, a 3 and a 2. 2 free throws from Carson Clevenger late. 9 points from Caden Meyer on the night, and a 3 from Blaine Sidwell back in the first half. Pittsfield, 18 of 44, 41%, 7 of 17 from 3, 42%, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, that is 56%. Taylor Graham led the way with 22 points and 8 boards on the night for him. 9 points from Connor Sweeting, also 5 from Carter Frazier, 5 from Riggs Bonds, 5 from Hayden Gratton, 2 points from Clayton Reinhardt on the night for the Sockies. They lose this one 56-48.
We'll step aside here in the Logan Ag postgame show. Visit with Pittsfield Psyche head coach Brad Tomhave after this timeout.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Logan Egg postgame show, visiting with Pittsfield Psych head coach Brad Tomhay following a 56-48 defeat to West Central. And coach, you have to have a lot of respect for Ryan Seasting's program. They're the reigning 1A state champions. They graduated a lot of guys, but man, he just keeps picking them up, plugging them in, and there they go. And a good night for the Cougars. A hard-fought game, but they do the little things down the stretch to pick up the victory here tonight.
Yeah, the physicality really wore us down. They got into their ball screen action, continuity, and caught us some bad rotations. And, we're just, like we said from the beginning and told the guys in the locker room, we're never going to walk out on the floor and be the biggest, most physical team. So we got to do it in other ways. And their physicality wore us down. They got some big offensive rebounds. They ran that little pick and roll on the side. Got us scrambling when we had to help so much. And then, but I thought one of the biggest turning points in the game was when they turned up their pressure and we turned it over 3 straight times when we really didn't need to and just kind of panicked. Our guards kind of panicked, or the guy with the ball kind of panicked. We're all guards, I guess. Kind of panicked with it in the situation, but they're going to learn from that. They've not been in that situation before, so they're going to learn from that, hopefully, and next time that we're in that position, that we're going to be able to execute and have some success. And I thought the opportunities that get layups off their pressure was there. We just kind of panicked a little bit, tried to go too fast, and not really wanting to handle that physicality. So saw some really, really good things. I thought we were tough for about half the game, and then the other half when I say tough, I mean not always physical, but mentally tough. So they'll get better. They'll get better. I thought it was, we had to do some things tonight defensively that they haven't had to do up to this point, and I thought for the most part, they did an okay job just up to the very end. Then they were able to make some free throws, and we had to start fouling.
You could tell early in the game you were kind of having a point of emphasis, maybe not settling for that 3 right away. You had guys getting 2 feet in the paint quite a bit. It helped open some things up on the perimeter as the game went along. Actually, you probably shot about as well from 3, 7 to 17 as you have on the season, and I think that's kind of a good thing to be able to build on.
Yeah, certainly. We talked about that a little bit in practice. We need to maybe cut our three-point attempts in half, and not that we don't want to shoot the 3. We just got to get them a little more patiently and not settle for them. And I thought we did. We ran some good offense. We made them chase us. We were able to get some actions on our 2 side, and we got some flares, some pin downs when they were having to help off drives, and we knocked some 3s down. So I think they're learning that. They're learning what they can do and how that offense will work for them. It's going to look different for everybody, but they're starting to get their little niche, and we'll continue to get better and better at that. So looking forward to the growth these guys are going to continue to show everybody.
Like that backside guard trap, though, that we're really seeing a lot more of, like in the old days, and these guards are going out after that. They had 9 offensive boards, and I don't know what you can do about that when you're outsized like that, because mismatches one after the other, and that's just anybody trying to guard Carson Brown. 16 points and 11 boards. Kid's good.
Yeah, he is. He's athletic, and he even took us off the bounce a couple times, just put it down and put his head down and said, I'm getting there, and you're nothing you can do about it. And so I wish we'd be a little better there. I thought we were chasing a little bit, some on their cuts, and not staying to the ball and having proper positioning to take some of those things away. But, no, they just have to understand that shot goes up, I got to get 2 cheeks on somebody. I don't care if it's my own person. You got to try to go get 2 on somebody, and for a while, we weren't getting any flesh on any of their flesh. So that's why you saw some of the offensive rebounding success for them.
Taylor Graham, 22 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, he's kind of been your guy that kind of night in and night out coach is there to answer the bell on the offensive side. You're looking for a couple of guys, maybe not even every night, but a couple of guys to kind of step up and get in there a little more consistently.
Yeah, and it's in them. I thought even late, they started looking for Taylor too much instead of them still trying to get their shot. They were face guarding him, but that doesn't mean he goes away from the offense, and it doesn't mean the other guys should not try to score still. I mean, we still had – they want to take one guy and face guard our guys. Taylor can do other things and score to get somebody else a good look, and I think they saw that. I think we got into a couple of those cuts where Taylor turned into a screener and really popped some guys open for some shots. Didn't always make them, but we're probably going to see that down the road a little bit more. So it's good to practice it when the bleachers are rolled out against somebody else.
Riverton at home on Friday night, a chance to recognize one of the better teams in Saukey history. And there's been a lot of good ones, and you're looking for a big crowd against a good Riverton team coming up in a couple days.
Yeah, certainly. Be nice to get home and see those guys from the 84-85 team. There's a bunch of them that are going to be back, and the coaches, I believe, are going to be there. This is all this team setting this up, so I appreciate them taking the initiative to say they want to come back. And I said, well, we're going to recognize you then. So I don't know if they wanted that, but they're going to get it. So, going to see those guys from 84-85. Obviously, an Elite 8 team got beat by Hoopston East Lynn by 60-58. Might have been a little kid there that cried like a baby when they got beat. So I won't name any names. But, be good to see them, and hopefully everybody comes out to watch some Saukey basketball on Friday.
We look forward to it tonight. West Central with a victory, 56-48 over the Saukeys. Coach, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Saukey head coach Brad Tomei. Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the big night for Carson Brown, the senior, 16 points, 11 rebounds. The double-double to lead the way for the Cougars for their 6th victory of the season. That's going to do it from the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. For Jack and John Hull alongside here, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you for joining us on Central Illinois Sports. We're back in action on Thursday night from Calhoun for high school girls basketball action. We hope you'll join us then on another Central Illinois Sports presentation.